My fans, friends to the room is joining us now. Puerto Rican legend. I mean, I lost count of how many divisions she's won titles in, but our girl, Amanda Serrano, is on the line with us.
What's up, champ?
Hey, thanks for allowing me to be here once again with you guys and the zone.
It's always a pleasure. I don't think we've spoken to you since the Katie Taylor fight, or am I wrong, Barack? No. I think last time we spoke to you was before that. Yeah. So a lot has happened.
Probably.
Now, before that fight, Amanda, in our eyes, you were already a legend, Hall of Famer. You've won titles in so many divisions, but that was the fight that you needed. That was that one of your legacy fights, and it was the best boxing event that I've ever been to in my life. I'm gonna say that now, and I've been to a lot of fights. It was amazing. A lot of people thought you won that fight. And even I saw you on TV shows in Puerto Rico, all over the place. A lot has happened. You've gained, this newfound fame. How much has changed since that fight for you, personally?
Well, thank you so much. I mean, I felt like it was a great night too for us, for women in the sport of boxing. So thank you so much for those kind words. But it's been the same. It's been the same. I stay humble, and definitely I gained a lot of fans and more fans in Puerto Rico. A lot more.
Yeah, so it's not the same. It hasn't been the same. More people are coming up to you.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, but I gained a lot of Irish fans, so that's a good thing.
Yes. Yes, everybody was cheering for you that night.
Yes, after the fight, a lot of the Irish fans came up to me and really were like, we respect you. It was a great fight, and I mean that meant a lot to me because, I fought their girl. So it was a great night altogether.
All right, so Amanda, after you become undisputed and you beat Erika Cruz, will the only thing on your mind be Katie Taylor? Because I've been hearing rumors about maybe you and Baumgartner.
Well, no, my whole dream is to become undisputed, and my weight, featherweight, I wanted this before I had the fight with Katie Taylor, but
yes.
Plans had changed, so I took the opportunity. But I would love to fight at the rematch with Katie Taylor. I think that's the only time I will go up another division or leave my division is to fight Katie Taylor.
So no Baumgartner then at 130.
I mean, we don't know what the future holds, but right now my goal right now is to become undisputed champion, and then the rematch with Katie Taylor.
Nice.
But imagine that though, Barack. And now that you're saying that, imagine Amanda becoming undisputed at 126. And that same night, Baumgartner becoming undisputed. So this way, you can become undisputed at 130 with just one fight. You don't have to collect the belt separately with one fight, and then going up to 135 and being undisputed at 135. I mean, that career is probably unmatched. It would be unmatched. I mean,
That's the fight next. Yeah, with Katie Taylor, and I've always wanted undisputed versus undisputed. It just makes a better storyline between me and Katie. So I mean. Yeah. So it's safe to say that, look, there was a lot that happened after the first fight. We talked to Eddie, we talked to Jake. There was so much going on. Jake said, listen, she wants to become undisputed first at 126. You have to respect that. Eddie was like, hey, we got a lot of money. She should go right into the rematch. With all that said, you're okay with all of the terms that's in front of you, to going to Ireland, to fighting there for whatever that was offered before. You're agreeing to all that if you win on definitely. We're fighting February 4th undisputed against Erika Cruz, and I want to thank Eddie Hearn for allowing me to give me this opportunity. I've been asking it for a very long time, and now he's giving it to me. So I'm going to go out there and perform the best I've ever been, and then we get that rematch with Katie Taylor. So I mean, the contract is signed, so let's go.
Would that be it for you after that, Amanda? If you beat Katie Taylor in Ireland, would you hang him up?
No, I don't.
No, you don't think
so? I mean, they've been talking about the trilogy since before the first fight. So,
right.
She came to New York, she beat me. I go to Ireland, I beat her. So
and you go to Vegas or something. Ended in Vegas.
Or Puerto Rico.
Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh, I like that.
Do you feel like you're not really given as much respect as you deserve, being that the fight was close? A lot of people thought you won, and you're really a 126-pounder, and you were able to hurt her a couple of times?
I believe I've gotten the respect, and I'm still given respect for that. I campaign. I'm a 7th division world champion, yes, But I've always, from the very beginning, from an amateur, I fought at 125, 126. That's my natural weight. You know, it's not really easy for me to go up and down.
Right.
I feel comfortable at featherweight. You know, my walk around weight is at 135. So, you know, with the training, I drop down. I have to force myself to eat. So I think people are starting to recognize that, yeah, she is a natural featherweight, but I can go up to 135. But do I feel comfortable? No.
No. All this new money now that you have, that you earned, that you deserve, do you feel rich?
I feel rich in life and health and my family.
Okay, now answer the question. Do you feel rich? You always been rich in that.
She just told you she feel rich in
I knew you.
Stop counting out pockets. Stop counting out pockets.
I knew you since you was young. You've always been like that.
I saw my dream home in Puerto Rico, so I'm over the moon. Yes, so I'm super excited, and yes, I feel now that I have my home, I have my car, and a few, a couple of zeros in the bank account.
Yeah.
So are you going to live in Puerto Rico indefinitely? Is that going to be eventually your home, your permanent home?
Yeah, I'm planning to do that. We have my house now in Carolina, where I was born. Yes. So yeah, that's definitely the plan in the future.
So is Jordan and your sister going to PR too?
I'm trying to bring them. If they don't come, then my sister, she's like, I don't want to go. But I'm like, you know what? Bye, guys.
I've never seen you without them. I don't know if you can leave them.
They're going to wind up over there.
This will probably be the first time. But you know what? I worked so hard, 13 years as a professional. Now I'm starting to see all the income, all the good stuff in boxing. And there were so many times where I just wanted to hang it up because I thought we weren't going to see it. Right. And now that I just want to be able to enjoy everything that I worked so hard for. So retiring in Puerto Rico is the dream.
Now we're talking about this money and success. And can you talk a little bit about how Jake and Nikisa and those guys over there contributed to that new success and put you in a position to make more money?
No, definitely 100%. I have to thank Jake Paul and Nikisa. They've been a tremendous help for me and for women in the sport of boxing. We definitely, the fight with Katie Taylor was going to happen, but it wasn't going to happen for that amount of money that we got paid. And it has a lot to do with Jake Paul, the viewership that he brings in, just Jake himself. He's just the influencer. He has an impact in boxing and in people's lives, and he definitely made that purse go way up, all the way up. Because of him and Nikisa, they definitely helped me.
All right, so you're a martial artist. You fought in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You're just an all-around fighter. What do you think about your manager, Jake Paul, signing with the PFL?
It's MMA is definitely not an easy sport, but I have to give it to Jake. Jake has all the heart in the world. He's strong, and he's young, and he's hungry. So he's gonna go out and he's gonna train his behind off to make sure that he's in a good position to dominate MMA as well. And I think that he can do it.
Wow. And that's rare, because when you say hungry, right? I think of coming up in the sport of boxing and seeing guys that needed to change their lives, needed to change their families' lives. So they needed money. They were broke. That's what made you hungry. How is he still hungry and he's not far from broke and he has all the things that he wants? What do you think is his drive?
He's crazy. He's a little crazy. Because I say it too. I'm like, why people go, exactly what you said, people turn to boxing, professional boxing, to get out of the ghetto, to to help themselves in the future. And he has all the money in the world. He doesn't need this. So that's the scary part about Jake Paul. He doesn't need to fight, and he's still fighting. So I don't know.
That's why he needs to be respected, because this is a brutal sport.
Yeah, that's so true. Have you seen Tommy Fury fight?
I seen glimpses of him, but I just mesmerized with the face. I don't see him fight. I just see the face.
Well, this handsome face. Do you think the handsome face can beat Jake Paul, or do you think Jake Paul is going to beat that handsome face up?
I have to give it to Jake Paul. I told Jake Paul though. I told Jake Paul, please don't mess up his face that much.
Oh man! Now, how long do you think Jake would take this boxing thing though? I mean, he just started a few years ago. He's part of big fights. Do you see him like continuing to take the sport seriously and then fighting contenders or something like that? Or...
You know, I think he would take it to a point where if he can get a title, he get that's what people do it for, and I think that's what he really wants. He wants to prove that he belongs in the sport, that he's the truth, and I think that he would get the opportunity soon, and then I think that's what he wants. He wants to become a champion. He wants people to respect him in the sport.
Yeah.
Right.
We definitely respect him over here.
I'd like to know, how do you rate Erika Cruz? You know, on a scale of 1 to 10 as a fighter, how do you rate her?
Erika Cruz is she's a warrior. I would give her a 7-8. She's a champion. She beat the champion to get the belt. So she's Mexican. So you gotta give props to all Mexicans. And you're never gonna hear me say anything bad about any opponent or any female in this sport, So I think she's gonna come. I have my belts up for grabs. She's gonna come and try to take all of them from me, and she just has that one, and I need that one to become undisputed.
Are we gonna see you cry in the ring?
Oh, definitely. 100%.
Are we going to see the knockout artist? Look, everybody knows that you have tons of knockouts on your record. Fight fans love that. Do you ever go into a fight wanting to knock out?
Who doesn't go into a fight?
No, I know, but you got you got fighters that say this all the time. This is the cliche answer. Yeah, I'm going in there. I'm prepared for 10, 12 rounds. If the knockout comes, I'll take it. But I like it when a guy says, no, I'm trying to end this.
Well, all the fight, it's different. It's different. Styles make fight. If Erika comes to fight, then it will be an early night. But if she comes to survive,
that's what I like.
Survive is a different story. You're definitely not gonna beat me running away. And then if you come to to the center of the ring and we're going at it, I feel like I have the stronger punches. I think I'm more polished, and I think it would be an early night.
Short night.
When did you first learn that you could crack?
I guess in the amateurs, I was knocking girls on the amateurs with heavier gloves, with headgear, and my sister, when she is when I started and I was sparring with her, she would tell Jordan, like, man, she hits pretty hard. And then sparring with the guys, they would tell Jordan, man, this girl, she really cracked. But
do you remember your first knockdown?
My first knockout was my second amateur fight. I went out there. Yeah, and I went out there and I went my first name was the water boy.
The water boy?
The water boy. Jordan and my sister used to call me the water boy because I used to go crazy. Like, all skills went out the window, and I went, ah!
Have you ever heard a dude in sparring? Have you ever heard a guy like training?
I've seen her hurt guys.
Like a man. Have you ever sparred with a dude and hurt him?
Oh yeah, but then it doesn't end up great for me because then then
they start teeing off.
Exactly. That's why I hate sparring, because I really don't spar women. Jordan doesn't put me in there with women, and when he puts me in there with the men, I'm like, it's like fight or flight, and I'm surviving there. So I'm like, oh God, I try to be nice with them, like before the sparring, and give
right.
They don't work.
That's funny, man. Look, man, it's always fun chatting with you, man. Look, we'll be there front center. Fighters on the zone. Looking forward to seeing you become undisputed. Be a great day. Yes.
It's been a long time. I'm super excited. It's the last thing. Puerto Rico's first undisputed champion.
Wow.
Yes.
Everything for me. I'm just super excited. I'm super proud to be a Boricua, and I'm gonna give that back to my island.
Yeah, and I know if you do win, you're bringing those belts back to the island.
Of course, I already have my little dresser with.
Oh wow, that you're gonna wear
in my house. Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Thank you for having me, guys. Always love being with you guys.
See you.
Likewise.
Bye.
Introducing the new DAZN Boxing Show podcast. No matter the time or the place, getting your boxing content has become easier than ever. Tune in as we give you exclusive insights, predictions, fight night recaps, and more alongside the biggest names in the game. All for free. Available globally every Thursday across all audio streaming platforms, and with new episodes dropping weekly to give you the latest news. Just type in the DAZN Boxing Show podcast, listen in, and enjoy.